Hey guys, want to do another update on this 78 Big 10 truck I bought up in Sevierville, Tennessee. This truck, if you hadn't watched other videos, I drug it out of a barn. It's sat there a long time. The guy that owned it was putting a wiring harness and stuff in it. I don't know if rats had chewed it up or what, but anyway, he had a lot of trouble with the wiring on it. He got it just about done, and I guess when he put the battery on it, the horn started blowing, but all it was a bad relay. So, you know, I've had stuff like that happen. You go to fixing something else will tear up, and then you think it's something else you've done. But anyways, this is a truck. I got the bumper on it. I still have a few things to do before I head to the rod run in it Tuesday or Wednesday. I've got to put the gravel deflectors in it, but I've lowered it 5 and 7. And real quick before I forget, if you're going to do one of these lowering kits, the 5 and 7 or the 4-6, personally, I wouldn't use the drop shocks. Everyone I've used the drop shocks on, they bottomed out and rubbed and stuff. I put stock shocks on this one. I put the extenders in the back, no extenders in the front. I just put them in the factory location, and man, they work great. This truck rides and drives so good. And I don't care if I sell it or not. So it's going to be priced pretty high up there. It's a long bed. I know a lot of people hate the long beds. Oh, I put this tag on it as well. I found that on eBay. The truck was bought new at Rita Chevrolet. And I was trying to find a tag for the front and kind of stumbled across that. So I don't know, I guess it works. Maybe I'll put something else on it eventually. But these are 22 by, let's see, 22 by 10 in the front, I think, 22 by 11 in the back. I can't remember the tire size. It's on another video. You may have to watch the video. The ground's a little wet. I've been mowing out here, still a little wet. But anyways, oh, I got to put another sending unit in it to fix the return line. Nothing wrong with sending unit in it, but it's a 2-line, so I need a 3-line. I put carpet in the truck, the dash cover. I don't know if you see the carpet real well. I've got to get some floor mats for it and vacuum it out. I put this Indian blanket seat cover on it. I'm not a big fan of these, but time was kind of against me on this truck as far as getting to the rod run in it. So if it doesn't sell, I'll probably get back and try to get in line with Angie Dixon and have her cover that seat for me. But again, this is just more of a shop truck, run around truck. It ain't got to be perfect. That's what I like about them. You're not overly concerned leaving it in a parking lot. You ain't got to park at the bottom and walk a half a mile. Just try to stay away from people. The truck runs really good. I've drove it to Y12 up at Oak Ridge where I work. It's about 120 miles there and back. I've drove it a lot around here. I'd say I've probably put 400 or 500 miles on this truck since I've got it back running. I've rebuilt the carburetor, of course. It's got a new alternator, water pump, belts, hoses, plugs, wires, distributor. Master cylinder was off the big block truck. It was new, so I just went ahead and used it because it would have probably went bad by the time I got around to fooling that big block truck. But I'm trying to think anything else I've done to it. When you start on a truck like this that's set as long as this one has, you kind of run out. You kind of forget what you've done is what I'm trying to say. I know I've put brake hoses on it all the way around. I did put an 8.75 12 bolt under it out of the big block truck. This one had an 8.5, so I just swapped the rear ends out. I put Penetrol on it. The truck's been Penetrol. It's got 2 coats. And I put a tilt column in it out of the big block truck. I kind of wished I wouldn't have done that. I wished I'd have kept the tilt column in case I sell the truck. This truck come out with a straight column, and it came out with a radio delete. Now, this radio came with the truck. It was laying in the floorboard. I guess the guy was planning on putting it in, and I was going to order one of the retro sounds, but I got to looking, and this one actually has a aux port, and you can play music off your phone. And this truck, of course, never had an antenna on it, so I didn't feel like fooling with it. About all the music I listen to is on my phone anyway, so you know, whatever. I also put new marker lights, new tail lights. Y'all, just a bunch of stuff. I'm sure I'm forgetting things. Like I said, when you start on something like this, it'll nickel and dime you to death. And you know, people, when you price them, people think, oh, you're crazy, you're too high. That's okay. I don't have to sell this truck. It's for sale, but it's not on sale, as a lot of people say. And you know, like I said, people don't understand what it costs to build these things, the time that goes in them. You know, Richard Rawlings said a long time ago, you'll never get rich building cars. I don't know where his money comes from, but like this bumper, I've probably got $400 in this bumper. You know, by the time you buy the brackets, the bumper itself, the tag bracket, the tag light, just the bolts were about $40. You know, for all the bolts to both the brackets and the bumper and everything together. Like I said, it's costly to get one built. You know, the wheels. You know, the wheels are $1,600, and that's from Ronnie Tyler. Everywhere else, $17 to $2,000. Again, it costs money to do this stuff, but you can build them cheap. You know, this truck, when I bought it, I gave $1,100 for it. I don't have any lies to tell, but it was sitting in a barn. I didn't know anything about the motor, didn't know anything about the transmission, nothing. You know, so I just rolled the dice, and I come out lucky on this one. And of course, I've had a bunch of these. I don't do videos on all my trucks, and I didn't start doing these videos until here recently, and that was at the urging of Primer is Best. He wanted me to do some videos. He wants me to do some with me working on things, but all I have is a cell phone, and I've actually broke my right hand, and even if it was working, it's just hard to work and video at the same time. So maybe he can step in one day and we can do some carburetor rebuilds, just some little nitpicky things that might help some people along. But let me know what y'all think about this whole truck. Again, if I bring it back from the rod run, the only things I want to do is have the seat covered, put a different steering wheel in it. That steering wheel's okay, but it's dirty. I'm gonna clean the truck up real good. It's dingy and dusty where it's been sitting in the garage, but just some little things. And also, there's a guy that's going to be at the rod run. I might have him put something on my door and possibly down the bed, but the only thing about going down the bed is it has this big 10 back here, so I'm afraid that will clash with the big 10, so we may just stick with something on the door. I don't know what I want. The guy's name is Jerry something. He owns Layin Licks, L-A-Y-N Licks pinstriping, and if you can dream it up, he can put it on the door, he can put it on the hood, whatever. You know, he does a lot of pinstriping, airbrushing. He's real good. He's done some stuff for some friends of mine. He was supposed to do some stuff on the black 85 that I sold to him, but he had some other things going on and we just never got together on it. But oh, also, if I bring it back, I'm going to put a chrome front bumper on it. It's the original bumper, which was painted. Of course, it had a painted step bumper, and I put the sport bumper, blazer bumper, whatever you want to call it, on the back. I tried to find a painted one. I was just going to try to match it to the front, but I didn't have any luck. As soon as I ordered this one, I found one. So anyways, that's the truck. I'm going to finish painting underneath. I've also got to do that. I've got several things to do between now and, like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to take some satin black and just do everything on the bottom and clean it up good. I've already pressure washed it, and I had Tim Dixon put cab mounts and fix a little hole in the floor, and he done a jam up job on it. Looks great. So the truck is pretty well rust free. Super solid truck. It started, like I said, it started out as a solid truck. It had a little bit of rot in the passenger side cab mount. The driver's side was about gone. He just went ahead and put both of them in it, and like I said, he's good at what he does, so they're right. But anyways, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna price this truck for. It's probably gonna be somewhere around $9,000. I've got to sit down and figure up exactly what I've got in it, and I can tell you, I've probably got somewhere between 5 and 7 in the truck, and just God only knows how many hours I've put in it, and still have hours to put in it, like I said, between now and the rod run. So anyways, let me know what y'all think about it. You know, maybe it won't sell, maybe I'll bring it back and hang on to it. I really am liking it. Again, this one rides and drives better than any of them I've ever had, so it won't hurt my feelings to bring it back with me and put it back in the garage. I think Primer is best is kind of wanting it, but he's full up right now. He actually bought that brown one back there in the background. I got to get it put together for him, and I'm kind of curious to see what he does with that old truck. All right, guys, y'all have a good, and I have a lot to do. I just wanted to post a video real quick. Again, Primer is best been on me to do one, so here it is. I will try to do one when I get it to the rod run, and I'll do something. I'll let y'all know if it sells or not. Have a good one.